Divine Sunshine here with your Twin Flame Quickie. Just thank you so very much to those of you all that participated in the live with my mom. That is the end of the series. I have created a playlist. If you have not seen the series of mom giving her advice to it, make sure that you check that out in my playlist called Twin Flame Readings with Mama Booker. That it really is enlightening, and being able to hear that mama words of using mama intuition or mother intuition advice is very helpful. So okay, so this is a new feature on here. I am introducing this because I know that I want to try to make sure that I'm updating you all and giving you all readings as daily as possible. And I know as we're shifting back into going back into school and work with me, some of the ones I have to pick days in which I'll be able to do those full-fledged readings for you. Right now, thank God, until then, we report to school, I probably can slip in a DM and to DF, things like that. But also I have to start incorporating these minutes, because that's pretty much the only time that I'll have. Right now for you all is going to be short while I go back to being full-fledged teaching as well. So this is what's, okay, so this is what's going on. Ooh, wow, wow. Okay, so right now for the Divine Feminine, we're going to look at Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energies here. For right now, the Divine Feminine's energies and her emotions, these are featuring my tarot for deconstructed for Divineunisouls deck that I'm using here. You can go to Divineunisouls11.co to go see about this. So writing in Divine Feminine's emotions, she's trying to find compassion. Now this compassion is not only about the Divine Masculine. What I'm feeling is she's trying to find compassion for herself. Right now, she's in the hangman position here, which is really looking to source to kind of tell her, like, what's the next step that she actually needs to be taking and doing in life. Because right now, this is like, I picked this color on purpose for gray, because again, it's like everything is black and white. It's not really black and white. It's kind of grayish right now. And so it's like a real, like I was saying, I'm not going forward. I'm not going backwards. I'm staying right where I am here. Right now, she wants some justice about some things, like the laws to really come together and to work in her favor about some things, rather it's the mission, coming in union with herself, union with the Divine Masculine. It's really using the laws like gravity to work in her favor. She has the moon. So right now, what she's looking at is seeing the illusions in her thinking about this emotionally, what she's seeing going on here, how she wants to see herself in the future, and really have the serenity and calm and peacefulness that what she is. Because the point of her in her thinking, she might be a little bit having her heads in the clouds right now, and everything is a little cloudy, a little hazy at this point. But really understand that she wants to change that, falling for the illusion and moving it more towards a either using her intuition and her awareness right now. Because really at the point that the Divine Feminine is in here is like in this reading right now, in this energy, and this is timeless. Whenever time you watch this, this is what is for you. Really understand that she wants everything underneath the sun. This grass speaks to me, which lets me know that she wants everything to just grow, to really have this spiritual growth. This is the color green, like in her heart space as well, like having a day of a new dawning, some newness, some new beginnings as well. And so she's also asking for strength to be able to do that as well. I would say, you know what, I'm kind of instinctively getting the thought about that. I know April always talking about that we also have hand chakras as well. Do a lot of clapping and kind of getting that energies together and letting that manifest, you know, almost I'm feeling like Karate Kids where it say wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Finding ways of which you can be able to just like say, and I'm changing the energy in the atmosphere by me just moving my hands like wiping that away, bringing that in, wiping in, you know, something like that, waxing away, bringing it in, you know, something like that with the hand. I'm getting gestures for us to be able to do, being guided to do something with our hands, whether it's mudras, understanding that each finger represents something, looking into that, or also doing something kind of like with energy work, or some people like light work, like to use their hands to be able to do that. So that's something that you could be able to practice. But think about dancing with your hands. I know my kids had some kind of thing. They used to do that with the hand, doing that, and they was flapping. So something with the hands they want you to do, either gardening or doing something, planting things, drawing things. Something about that they're saying that you're going to be able to draw strength by using that. For the divine masculine, so right now you got a lot of major arcanas going on here for the divine feminine. You got one minor arcana, which is in the one of water, which is that. I would say, looking at that, also divine feminine, see some ways as far as you talk about compassion, do some things with water as well. So I would say, like, again, the water, in order to clear that up. I would say also, if you can, I know it's hard with COVID, stand in water, take you a nice salt bath, something about water as well. Go to the pool, something about water that you're saying, that getting in touch with that is going to bring you back. Now for the divine masculine, here is all about actions. You have all minor arcanas here. So they're talking about sexting. I'm thinking that the divine masculine here is really thinking about using sex to maybe someone wants to communicate that, because they're really kind of missing the divine feminines, or they might even in union, they've been doing a lot of heavy sexting. If this has to do with a karmic situation, I would say that also the divine masculine may have been involved in some sexting as well with a karmic situation. As well with somebody else, even in that one. So that's been an issue. Someone keeps on saying something might have been revealed with that. That's an issue. So some actions, but it's several layers. So if you got some third party divine masculine, I got a confirmation there. If you got some, if you're a third party, a karmic situation, maybe it might have been sexting with the divine feminine, or sexting with another person as well, or you might even feel like you want to do sexting with the divine feminine herself. You are right now trying to get into the movement of feeling that you want to believe your actions, that you're believing what's going on. You're trying to, like, I think about Luther Vandross saying about the song, I want to be a believer, but you got to show me stuff. I'm picking up that he's doing this more sort of source. It's like, okay, yeah, I want to be a believer, but, source has to show the divine masculineness in his thinking. So the divine masculine energy is like, yeah, I want to do it, but you got to show me. Remember when I'm doing these quickies, that when I'm talking about divine feminine and divine masculine energies, we house both. So you need to listen with an open mind and see about how is this in some ways talking about you. So we have believing here, and interesting enough, this is what it's saying about spirit. It's like, to me, they're having a conversation. Now we know with the divine masculine, they've gotten downloads from source all along, and so now they're taking this, and it's either through those downloads they're becoming believer, or they're even in turn asking source to show them signs so they can become a believer. This is what I'm picking up here too. They right now are in the point of transformation. Maybe some of us have not, that's their action, have not heard from our persons. They might be communicating, or we might even be in communication, and we can tell when we talk to them, it's something different going on with them. And so that is something that we are really seeing, that is a difference going on with the divine masculine. Let's look and see about where's my thing clarifies. I want to see what's the heart of the matter with this, what's going on, the heart of the matter for where the divine feminine is in her state. Clear. Okay, so the divine feminine feels like she wants to be able to make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps and guided to take it. This great love could be, again, for self. Great love for things, projects that she want to do. Or great love could be about her divine masculine or the counterpart. She wants to do this very soon. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So this is what's going on with her, that she wants to make a decision, and this is why she's trying to find strength and compassion, and that she wants engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That is what's going on with her at this point. Let's see for the divine masculine. Let's ask to see what's going on with that. Right now, the divine masculine feels right now where he's at is unrequited love. It's not enough love or chemistry or attraction to keep the relationship going right where he's at. I'm going to get a clarifier for that one. The other ones were self-explanatory. I don't need to clarify them as far as what that's all about, but I do want to clarify for the divine masculine. Clear. Because he's observed some things. He's got more cunning. He's understanding how to bring heaven and earth, like what's happening in the 3D and the 5D. He wants to, and because of whatever he observed, he's want to have this new beginning. And he wants to use his intuition and awareness to bring him there to this new height. Okay? Alrighty. And so then now, what is it destined for? Clear. What's the divine feminine destined for? What does source really want her to move? What energy does she want? That's what it means destined for. Relaxation. She wants her to come to the divine feminine, come to the understanding, to just relax. This moon that happened here lately here to help to create this shift going on with the divine feminine by getting more in touch with her emotions, and then it's also heightened by this Aquarius moon here too as well, but understanding that with this Aquarius moon we're getting more in touch with what's happening and the Leo thing happening. Understand we're getting more in touch with what's happening with the matters of the heart here, with especially with this Lion's Gate opening here. So this is that. So they want them to relax in knowing all is well. And so for the divine masculine, what's happening with him? Thriving. They want to move him into to thrive, because right now where he's at, it's not thriving, especially from where he is. He's moving from sexting, which to me is 3D kind of thing, wanting of satisfying, the needs or flesh, moving into believer, moving into transformation. So that is what is going on. Okay, so let's look at the connection, how they're viewing the connection. Let's look at the divine feminine. Right now, clear. The divine feminine feels that she wants the divine masculine to be rooted and grounded. There's a conflict in that, as far as that being able to happen, and for her to be able to stay in her heart space in this connection. She feels right now that some type of action needs to be taken, although she's really hard at work. She wants a divine masculine to be able to find his bliss while she is really going off and finding knowledge about what's going on with the connection, being able to put that sword and the shield down of being defensive when it comes to this. She also feels like in some way she wants to power the divine masculine, kind of nail him down to say, where you going? You're staying right here. And the divine masculine being comfortable with that as well. I see you. And so that's a big thing as well. So she knows also when it comes to this connection, the divine masculine has been the one who's been domineering. She's also had some confidence, but she's also found a way to be kind of submissive and to kind of dial it down when it comes to the divine masculine. She also feels that she wants the divine masculine, her to have intimacy for them to be together. The divine masculine is really being vulnerable too, but still being grounded and rooted as to where they're going, as to knowing where they're actually going as far as in this connection. The divine masculine, she wants him to be able to make all her dreams come true, make her wishes come true, being in his heart space and also wanting intimacy, but also being able to hold that beauty as well, and knowing that she kind of presents that to this connection too. She also understands that, again, she's really off and running and ready to kind of go on ahead and do her work, and she wants the divine masculine to be in the space that he is in a healthier way of making connections, also being able to manifest things. And so she wants him to be able to do his thing while she's doing her own too. But mainly when it comes to this connection, she wants this even give and take, both of them being pleasured, and that's the action that she wants to occur with this act, with this connection. When it comes to the divine masculine, he wants the divine feminine to know that he's serious about this connection. He wants her to know that he wants to be the one who's going to help her to get an understanding about how he too wants this relationship to be open. He wants her to know that, yes, I have been working on how I'm relating to others and manifesting too. While he sees that the divine feminine needs to communicate more, but still be vulnerable, but at the same time be able to stand in her power and have her own identity. That's a conflict that's going on because that's not being presented to him in the 3D. He also feels this way. This card came out like so. So he feels again that he's saying right now, my feet are tired. I can't make any further movement at this moment. And so he's looking for to be able to say, still, I got you, boo, in this connection. But at the same time, his feet are tired to go any further. So the divine master said, when it comes to you, he said, I got you. And I'm still focusing in on you and you only. Ooh. Okay. And what is the position he wants you to be in today? And what is the position you want the divine masculine to be in for today? So this love quickie is Knight of Sex of Wands. The divine masculine wants you. And this one, which is again both of you all on your knees, being both submissive to it. But again, him being the driving force to make this connection and this intimacy happen. What position do you want to be in? You want him to be in. You want to be the one who is actually in the driver's seat, literally. And being able to ride, but then you looking forward to see where you're going and keeping sights open and opportunity, like you're the one that's like a captain again of your own ship and you just riding and surfboarding. The divine masculine, you all are surrounded by getting really here, surrounded by trees, which you all are getting some more knowledge about this connection. So that's the love position of today for this quickie minute as well. All right then. Thank you. Okay, all right. So thank you. I'll probably put this afterwards because I miss it. I'll mix it up next time. This is my first time. So I'll put that in. So thank you. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, Namago. Love.